Hi everyone, this is Shilpa from SkySkill Academy. Today I am going to give a lab tour of our EVL, which is a new initiative of SkySkill Academy. So let's get started. Okay, so here you can see this is a four-wheeler EV simulator, which is a merge of mechanical and electrical parts. So here we have attached all the essential parts required to be in electric vehicle for the demonstration to the students. So here we have connected like the harness parts and the mechanical parts have been connected over here. So here I can show you the vehicle is in the vehicle now is on. So as soon as we are going to press the accelerator, you can see there are certain displays showing over here. So these displays are letting us know what is the voltage, power, current and energy given to the system. Okay, so now next we have our hybrid electric vehicle, which is also known as retrofitted electric vehicle. So this vehicle will be running both in petrol as well as in battery. So moreover, we have attached a hub motor in the backside of the wheel, which will be helping the vehicle to run it with the help of the battery. Now, as this vehicle is already made to run with the help of petrol, now I will show you how it is working with the help of battery. So I will be plugging in the key. So now I have plugged in the key. Now I will show you. As you can see, the wheel will be rotating. You can just see the back side of the wheel as it has been started. So this vehicle is now running with the help of battery. Next we have a two-wheeler test rig. It's similar to the four-wheeler EV vehicle that I have shown you. So here what happens is we like in the four-wheeler simulator that we have connected the mechanical electrical parts all together. So in this vehicle also we have kept it for the demonstration to the students how they will be connecting the electrical and mechanical parts together. So now I will show you. Once I am turning on the key of the vehicle, you can see the vehicle is now ready to move. So once I am pressing the throttle, you can see the speed over here in the instrumentation cluster, and here in the display you can get the voltage, current, power and energy that has been provided to this whole system, and the students can generate a overall graph by this data. And alongside we have a battery output which will be helping you to know what is the battery charge, what is the remaining charge in the battery, and accordingly you can discharge the battery. So next we have our individual components of the electric vehicle that we have kept it in a place. So whenever a student want to have some basic knowledge about the individual components that is essential for the electric vehicle, they can learn it over here. So first we have a BLDC internal motor. Here you can see there are certain windings that have been present over here. There are copper armature windings. This is a rotor. And we have a permanent magnet field winding over here. And next we have electric vehicle charger. Next we have an instrumentation cluster. In this, as we have shown in other videos, that we can generate the vehicle speed, if there are any kind of faulty in the vehicle, it will be getting us to know over it. And next we have an electric vehicle differential. It has been also shown in open section. You can see the inside parts over here. And alongside we are having electric vehicle controller, which is the major component of the electric vehicle. And alongside we have a DC to DC converter. So this is the DC to DC converter that has been kept in the open section. Okay. So next we have different type of batteries over here, different type of cells over here. So first one is the nickel metal hydride, and next we have the lithium iron phosphate battery, and lastly we have the nickel magnesium cobalt battery over here. So we have written all the specifications over here so that whenever student is trying to visit to the center, they can have a brief idea on it. And here this is our BLDC outrunner motor, which is also kept in an open section. You can see the overall structure over there. And next we have this primary harness over here, and Lastly, we have our secondary harness over here, which we have already seen in our electric test tricks. What will be the connections and which sensor will be connected to which part of the electric vehicle. So similar to the 4-wheeler and the 2-wheeler one, we have another simulator, that is a 3-wheeler simulator. So it's also in a running condition. Let me show you how this all-over system is working. So as we have connected electrical and mechanical parts together, so once I am pressing on the throttle, you can see here is a display where we will be getting the voltage, current, energy and power provided to this whole system, and the student can generate a graph manually over here. And also we have a battery output over here, so whenever there is certain discharging in the battery, you can get to know over here. Okay, next we have a 4-wheeler test rig, which is an open circuit unit where the students will be learning about the wiring connection. This is the most clumsiest part of an electric vehicle. So whenever a student is coming over here, they can perform certain R&Ds over the system. We have connected IoT based device over here. So now let me turn on the vehicle and show you how it is done. So once I turn on the vehicle, you can see the instrument. Now the vehicle is ready to move. And whenever I am pressing the accelerator, you can see the wheels are rotating. Next, we have another feature. So as soon as the obstacle is here, we have an obstacle detection over here. So as soon as the obstacle is coming nearer to the vehicle will stop. See, as I am pressing the accelerator, also the wheels are now rotating. So whenever the obstacle is coming, the vehicle will be automatically stopped. So this feature we have in this. And next we have IoT based, like you can turn on your vehicle through your mobile. So currently we are working on it. Next we have a 2-wheeler test rig over here. As we have seen the vehicle, like the mechanical electrical part connected over the 2-wheeler test rig in our previous videos. So here we have a 2-wheeler test rig. So this is also an open system where the students can perform certain R&Ds over here, similar to the 4-wheeler one. So once I am turning the vehicle on, you can see the vehicle is now not started. So we have implemented a password system over here that is being given in certain Olas and EV scooters. So once I am pressing the password, now it's showing that the vehicle is ready to start. Okay, and then whenever I am pressing the self-start key. Now you can see in the instrumentation cluster the vehicle is now ready to move. So once I am pressing the throttle over here, you can see the speeds that is being showing in the instrumentation cluster and the wheel is rotating as well. Next we have a cruise control system over here in the vehicle. Suppose I am pressing the throttle, once the speed is above 40, now I am pressing on this key and I am removing the throttle over here. So you can see the vehicle is running in the same speed as it is. So here we have implemented the cruise control system over here in the 2-wheeler test rig, and I am stopping the vehicle. You see, this is all the functions that has been given in this 2-wheeler test rig. So whatever implementations next you want to perform in this total 2-wheeler test rig, students are allowed to perform it over. So next we have a 4-wheeler test emulator. So here what we do is, we have different motor capacity according to different countries. So here what we do is, we generate MIDC cycles over here. So what we do is, we provide certain pressure in the accelerator, and there are certain loads applied in this all over system. And once the load is applied, you will be generating certain graphs over here in the system. And according to the graphs generated over here, you can prepare your own motor. What will be the capacity, the motor will be attached in which kind of vehicle, you can get all the data of the motor over here. So we are having 3 sensors over here to generate the data. What will be the graphs, maybe it's with the temperature, voltage and power. Whatever graphs you want to generate it over here, you can generate the graphs from this, applying the load on this total system. So all over the system is to generate the motor capacity, the MIDC cycles based on different countries, because different countries have different kind of motor capacity as per the studies. So all over you will be getting a separate motor based on your studies, that you will be based on the graphs that will be generating over here. So next we have a regenerative charging and braking system. So whenever we are applying brakes to a vehicle, there are certain power loss. So that loss will be converted to energy, and that energy will be given to the battery for its charging. So in this regenerative charging and braking system, we will get a certain graphs based on voltage, current and power that is being given to the battery. And next we have a battery, like basic battery manufacturing section. The student themselves prepare a battery, which will be the basic battery they are going to prepare for themselves and for the practical purpose as well. We have other machineries which will be helping to generate a big battery pack for the vehicle. Okay. So next we have a lithium ion battery characteristic training system. So here we will be learning about you have a battery of 11 volt over here. So we will be learning the characteristics of this lithium ion battery. Next we have a battery management training system. So here we will be getting to know about the battery, how much it is charging and how much it is discharging. Accordingly we can generate a graph provided the voltage and with the current.